G'day folks, Glenn here. Just going to give you a very quick tour of the garden. It's been about 3 weeks since we've put up the last tour guide, and just to see how we're going with our autumn winter projects and also how the garden is growing. Alright, well, we're starting around the back here. We've tidied this area up quite considerably. We've cut off most of the dead leaves, etc., and trimmed up the plants, and they're all doing really well. We've also fertilized them as well. Up there in the corner we used to have an orchid. I'll explain what happened to that very shortly. Well, here we are on the other side of the trellis, and again we've just continued on working through to all the pots, removing all the dead, fertilizing, watering, and it's all going extremely well at the moment. And I think they're all doing very well. Now, I did mention that we had around the back an orchid plant which was growing some asparagus fern inside. Didn't like that idea very much, so we managed to remove the orchid out of the pot. We cut it up, removed the asparagus fern out of it, and divided what was left, and we've ended up with all these new orchids, and they are all still green. Only time will tell if they will survive. I'm quite impressed with the way they've all come up. They're still standing. Alright, so we're all doing very well. Okay, so we're now out the back. We haven't touched our blueberry bush yet, but everything else, the strawberries I haven't touched yet. In this bed here we have planted onions since our last video, and they all seem to be doing really well. Our garlic is also coming along very nicely. It's all growing very nicely in those tyres. In this bed here we've planted cauliflower and broccoli, and we noticed that there were an awful lot of cabbage moths floating around, so I've built a little cage to protect them. The water still gets in there, and I can still fertilise them with a liquid fertiliser if I need to, and so far that seems to be working out very well. So they're all growing in there nicely. We also have garlic growing in there as well. And as we move over onto this bed, yet more onions. Our peas have grown. So I think we're going to have a nice feed of peas this year, and hopefully with these onions as well, hopefully they too are going to grow well. Haven't touched this bed much at all because we were going to transplant the rose bushes to another area, but unfortunately it's not time yet for that. However, I have been industrious, and I've managed to put in some cauliflower, interspersed in here. The chrysanthemums have all come out, and they're looking very spectacular. I prefer the yellow ones better. We haven't done anything with the agave plants yet, but this is my favourite. They're so pretty. Alright, as I said, I haven't started working on this part yet. I did get industrious with these tyres, and I've actually planted cabbages. They are probably a little closer than what they should be, so I'm hoping that they will grow. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll keep you updated as the year progresses. Well, thank you for watching. I'll put a link to the previous video in the description below. If you like what's happening, please subscribe and share and give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.